Good evening, everyone. The Michigan Tech Huskies and the Northern Michigan Wildcats football teams continued their rivalry that dates back to 1920 today from the Superior Dome. And after 2 straight years of close matchups, the 2016 edition would totally live up to the hype. It was also senior day from the Superior Dome for the Northern Michigan Wildcats as 9 seniors were honored from the team. A lot of action in this contest. Let's just jump to the final moments of the second quarter here. A huge pass from Shea Brown to Michael Ekenlati of Birmingham, England. That's his first career touchdown, and it made it 28-16 Cats at the half. Into the third quarter, Alex Sherbino, the Marquette native, would score a touchdown. Tyler Blackburn has a field goal. And then James Henderson, well, he breaks a 72-yard touchdown run. Brandon Cowie would convert the 2-point try, and this one was all knotted up at 31. Later on into the third, the Wildcats regain the lead, and it's going to be a great pass from Shea Brown to find his man Paris Woods. Woods would have 109 yards, 2 touchdowns in the contest, and he was just burning the defensive backs there. On to the fourth. After tying the game, the Huskies would take the lead on a 4-yard touchdown. It's a hard-earned run by Kevin Miller, but he crosses the plane for the touchdown. Miller ran for 87 yards and 1 score. Huskies led 43-38. But the Cats weren't out of this one. Check out this big-time pass from Shea Brown to Geronta Lewis. Brown would throw for 4 touchdowns in this game, including that one that was questionable. His foot was on the line without actually having possession, but we head into overtime. In the first overtime, Michigan Tech's Phil King would miss a field goal, so the Wildcats took over. They need 1 score, and they try to give the ball to Jake Mayon, who had 240 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he fumbles here. Michigan Tech would force a second overtime. They would capitalize on a missed field goal by Tyler Blackburn, and they scored on a 9-yard run by John Williams. Michigan Tech wins their 7th straight against the Wildcats 51-45 in double overtime. Huskies host Findlay next week, and the Wildcats travel to Tiffin. Let's head to the scoreboards for more college football action as Finlandia falls in their final home game of the season, 17-13 to Trinity Bible College. The Lions will finish their season 1-7. In Division I football, third-ranked Michigan continued their undefeated season, and they do it by a dominating performance over Maryland, 59-3. In that contest, Michigan State would fall to Illinois for the first time in nearly a decade, 31-27, and the 8th-ranked Wisconsin Badgers picked up a victory 21-7 over the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's head to Division IV playoff action with the Escanaba Eskimos trying to continue their success against the Alma Panthers in Alma. First quarter action, Escanaba's first drive, Escanaba's Logan Carroll up the middle. That's a huge game. However, Escanaba would have to settle for a field goal from 25 yards out, but it is up and good. That made it 3-0. Escanaba's defense was overwhelming over Alma. A host of Eskimos picked up a sack here on Drew Hum of Alma for a huge loss. And then 3 plays later, after forcing an Alma punt, Escanaba's Justin Popelka would find his man Tyler Willett for a 60-yard touchdown bomb. And that put Escanaba up 10-0. Just a great pitch and catch between the two. Alma was still trying to get things going, but it didn't look well for him, and this one didn't end well for Alma, but great for the Eskimos. They win this one 31-13. Let's jump to Division V in the district final as Menominee was entertaining Grayling for the second year in a row. Maroons won 56-7 a year ago. 4th play on Menominee's first drive. Ethan Molesky takes a snap, heads to his left, and 44 yards and a touchdown. That's a score there, 7-0 Maroons. Later in the first quarter, Sam Larson would run in from 5 yards away, and it was 13-0 after the extra point was missed. How about second quarter action? After a Sam Larson interception and a rushing touchdown made it 20-0. Molesky with a shovel pass to Jacob Rivard, and he sees an opening, and that's off to the races. 50 yards for the score. Menominee cruises to this one 61-7. They travel to Reed City next week. Well, Norway was also in action. They traveled to Lake Linden-Hubbell, and the two teams were in pretty much a knockout, drag-out fight in the first part of it. This is Brendan Middleton who's going to field this opening kickoff, and you have to do a lot more to try and catch Brendan Middleton. He is quick. He gets away on this one for the touchdown. And early on, it was the Lakes who were up in this one. However, Norway responds pretty quick in this one. Josh Plant hands off to Bryce Brodeen, who ran for a touchdown. On this play, he had 280 yards and 4 touchdowns in the contest. Norway wins this one 40-6. They advance to the next week as they will face the Saints of St. Ignace. Well, Michigan Tech was looking to rebound after an overtime defeat yesterday, and some great play early on by Angus Redmond between the pipes as he stops that shot there. It was Aachen Lesbrance who made it 2-0, and then the Spartans get a goal by Taro Hirose to cut the game to a 1-goal game. However, it was all Angus Redmond on defense. Check out some more here. He denies Joe Cox and several others in this contest. Michigan Tech goes on to win 5-1. How about some more action here from WCHA? Northern Michigan falls to Wisconsin in their second matchup 2-0. Ferris State, they beat Bowling Green 3-1. And Minnesota State, they get a rebound victory over Lake Superior State, and this one 2-1.